Hey y'all, Squashy here. What you're watching is a video that was a part of my live stream that was a Squashy speedrun marathon for VR games. If you're interested in getting into any VR games, join the Discord down below. I also have a tutorial for Vacation Simulator, and I'm going to have other tutorials coming out for VR speedruns. Let's hop into the action. All right, well, I'm going to start it up. Here we go. We're going to queue it up, and we're off. Since you already have the timer going, I'll just let that speak for itself here. So you go in, it starts once you hit go, I assume, or is it once you hit the skip button?
It starts once you load into the first cutscene. So you start the game, it loads, and then the first cutscene will load, and then the second that cutscene starts, it goes.
And so right now you're doing bee hopping, right?
Yes. There's the it's the normal tactic to get around quicker.
Got it. Can you explain exactly how you're doing that with the height glitch that's used?
So for the glitch I use, what I do is I set my height a little bit different in game from most runners. I don't know if most runners do this, but for me personally, since I'm a shorter player, I set my height a little bit higher so I can make my super jumps bigger. But for the first section of museum, getting over the table, which you saw, you have to use the up and down motion for the virtual crouch because there is no jumping yet until you actually hit that red button. So for museum, for this section right now that we're going through right now, I'm just crouching down in real life, and I am timing my jumps where my feet are hitting the ground so I can move quicker to get around the run quicker.
Gotcha. And does looking down, is it mostly for the jumping itself and moving, or is it just to stop additional load time?
Looking down for just to running, it's because it's the way I'm crouching. I'm crouching down so much, so it's hard to keep my head straight.
Fair.
So I mainly just, you can see my hand actually push my headset up at some points because I'm trying to keep it at least visual to the viewer. But I do the best I can.
It's really hard to do any sort of any sort of athletic activity that happens inside of VR. I'm always like, I have my eyebrows pushed up on my head to try to maintain the headset up there. It doesn't matter like what elite headset I have or whatnot.
Yeah.
Okay, so wait, explain what's happening here. What are you using these?
The red valves.
Yeah.
So the red valve, it's a glitch. It's pretty much just called the valve glitch. It's a momentum thing. So there's a skip here coming up past the wall. You can see me slow-mo, and then look left. I clip through the wall, and then I use this valve to push my momentum from my head. I glitch it under my neck, and you push it forward, and it makes you pretty much go flying.
Wow,
and then I hit the loading zone with the tube, so I pretty much skipped the whole other section of museum.
That's crazy. And so wait, when you're doing that, what is your percentage chance of failing just that jump? Because even when I've been watching Boneworks speedruns, I've seen plenty of runs end there.
Oh, many times. For me, for the valve to actually get that right, I'm only just recently getting the valve pretty much perfect.
Got it. Okay.
So
right now you're getting it most times, but
yeah, it depends on if you're new. If you're new, you're gonna fail a lot, and you gotta expect that. You're gonna fail a lot of runs, but it's really just practicing and understanding how the glitches work, and then once you get them perfectly, it's very satisfying.
Gotcha. Okay, so we're going in right now. This is the gun glitch that is so difficult.
Yes.
So what happens there with the magazine? So you put the first one in, you take it out. What's the next steps?
So the magazine there, it's a glitch. I'm not actually sure how it works. You have to ask someone in the speedrun community for that. But all I know is that if you time the slow-mo right, and you'll be able to glitch the mag, and it will pretty much cause some sort of collision glitch with your character. And from there, if you just, for me, thanks to Emil, actually, you can, he's another speedrunner, the world record holder for Boneworks. Definitely look him up. He actually showed me that technique from his video, and I used his technique, his spin glitch, and it just works efficiently every single time.
Oh, that's fantastic. Oh, see, now I thought you would dive underneath the garage there, but instead you went and grabbed the gun.
Yes.
I was not expecting that. Okay. Oh, and then you can climb up. Crazy.
So also there, yeah, you can see the first introduction of the slow-mo jump, the super jump. So for super jumping, what you're doing is you're crouching down in real life, holding down the jump button in game, and at the same time you're using the slow-mo button because that slow-mo button increases your velocity, so when you release everything at the same time, you just go flying.
Wow, that's wild. Man, you're skipping the whole game. This is all the part of the game that I was so scared of, because the music, if no one's played Boneworks out there, the music in Boneworks is very intense. And the
Yes.
whole ambiance is dark and gray. And so I was like, I'll be honest, dude, I was scared. I was like, this is like a horror game a little bit. I was like working around like, oh God, what's around next corner? Oh man, it's so good. Well, so Emil, I thought Gold Pro was the world record holder. So when did Emil take his throne, or has that been the case for a while?
I think he uploaded his video actually, I think a few weeks ago.
Okay, gotcha.
He hit I think an 830 something, an 840.
Wow. Yeah.
I'm using his routes and like exactly how he does his runs, but the thing is he's mastered it, right? I mess up a lot of parts, and it's still quick, but it's not the quickest. So with perfection and time, I feel like I can catch up to his speed. But right now, this run you're looking at is a 6th place.
Got it. Okay, understood. And so wait, so what are you doing right here? You're in dark. You're like in complete darkness. What's happening? Talk us through.
So this is the sewer wall glitch. So I do the same gun glitch to get out of the map. I jump over the wall and I clip out of the map. And then from here, I use the gun glitch, and I fly to the end. I pass all of the map pretty much. This is a complete sewer skip. Before the gun glitch, you used to have to glitch out at a different part, and you'd have to jump on top of the pipes to get to the end. But for the gun glitch, now you just clip through the wall, and then yeah, you just fall to the end.
Wow. So wait, with that fall, do you have to be looking behind you the whole time to make sure you fall at the right spot? Because I imagine you go out of bounds at some point, right?
With the gun glitch, you have to be looking always backwards.
Okay.
So you kind of have to just know where you're going. That's why you can see me, like, I try to get for sewer to reference where the hell I am. I go above the map so I can see where I am, and then when I see the glowy ball, I use a indicator. Okay, there's my cue. I release the gun, and then I fall to the end.
Got it. Okay, so you can kind of float yourself over there once you see the glowy endpoint. Okay.
Yep.
That makes sense. This is a great part. I love sewers. Was the one that probably scared me the most. After this is where the game got really juicy for me, just in like a regular playthrough, because it kind of like took you back and forth between all the enemies.
Yeah, for sure. I think the last time I actually played the full game of Boneworks was probably over a year ago. I stopped playing the game and then I immediately just got back into speedrunning it. So I can't really story-wise, the game is kind of all over the place.
Oh yeah.
Story-wise, but
I mean, I think there's like 3 people in the world that know the full story of Boneworks.
Yeah, Boneworks' narrative story have never really been the best.
No. Definitely. They're focused sandbox games. Have you messed around with, I mean, considering BoneLab just came out, have you messed around with BoneLab speedrunning, or have you mostly been focused on this one?
I tried speedrunning BoneLab, but for me, from my personal taste, it's just slow, to be honest. There have been a lot of skips, and I'm kind of also waiting. I could be getting into it because I'm waiting for mainly the skips and main glitches to come out, so people you know, the quicker runs come out.
What's the any
percent
going on? Oh, sorry.
Any
go ahead.
percent, any percent is it's without the gun glitch. So any percent is I think it's just as fast as you can finish the actual full game, and then New Game Plus I think is with mods, so you can have the ammo and stuff for the gun glitch.
Gotcha. Okay.
And then here goes Tower. This is where you can actually hear me saying the commentary. This is where the run dies.
This is insane. So you're just gonna climb the whole thing, or at least try to.
Yeah. Yeah, you use the gun glitch here again. It's heavy. It's heavy used. And then load up. But I think I did screw this up. Yeah, I did. Sadly.
So this is okay. So that's the part.
Yeah, this is where I lose a lot of time, but I gain it. I perfected my sewers, so my sewer is much quicker from my original first run that I sent you, and then this one is my kind of floppy one that I didn't do as well on with Tower.
So with this one, what's happening right here? Are you just hitting a spot, or is it a certain input going on that's causing the drop?
It's the wall. So if the gun glitch really does not like walls, if you hit any sort of wall, it will most likely freak out and drop you. So you have to get it correctly. If you go up a solid straight wall, if you don't smack into it, you'll be fine. But if you
Gotcha.
hit any sort of wall with force, you'll just fall.
And so that's why you're pretty much the only thing you're buying at the mono mats is going to be guns to do the gun glitch, right? You're not buying anything else.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. Also, shout out to the chat. Hi, Harper, Zex, Artisial. Old patch record for Bonelabs is 9:05. Wow, it's actually much faster than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, bonelab is getting quick. Like already, it's crazy. It's crazy to think that that bonelab is already making those times, and it's been out for what, a month.
That's wild. Also, I'm noticing. Oh wow. Wait, I have so many drop frames on this. I might have to stop this afterwards and reset it. Either way, we have the recording.
Yeah, you stream for us for a second there. You're good now, though.
That's crazy. I think it just dropped everything. I think it may have just dropped everything, and that's why. I'll stop the stream after and restart afterwards. But all right, so we're getting into the last little bit here. What is this area called again?
The dungeon?
The dungeon, okay.
I'm pretty sure it's dungeon, or yeah, I think it's. I'm not sure what it's actually called. I'm 90% sure it's called dungeon.
You're telling me that button got weighed down by 4? What was it?
Mags?
4 mags? Oh my god!
It's 3 mags.
I worked so hard to get over that dungeon and hit that button.
The old way used to be you had to glitch through it. You used to shove your head to the side to get through it. But people just found out you can put mags on it. Now this right here, arena. This is a good example of this super jump. So here I jump, double tap it, jump high as I can in real life. I do get stuck on the edge, but I do get over.
Wow, that's wild. So how high? I mean, that was the whole freaking wall. Jeez, do you use the super jump here as well to get up to the top?
Yes, I do use it to get on the scaffold part.
Okay, gotcha.
And then for the rest, I just climb up.
Gotcha. I think that whenever I was playing this, I did not realize that you climb up those stones for a really long time. It took me forever. I was terrible at climbing in this game.
Yeah, it took me a bit to figure that out as well.
Okay, so talk about getting the crown off here fast. How do you do that?
There's a glitch that if you, I don't know how it works, but all you do is you triple slow-mo and then grab the edge of the crown and it will just pop off his head.
Wow, okay, triple slow-mo into the head, okay.
Yep.
I'll throw everything.
Now this part I also mess up as well. The final bit I even told myself it's gonna fall. This is not gonna work. And you can see it go flying once your stream catches up. Don't want to spoil.
No problem. Okay, so what are we taking the concrete to?
The end. You use the.
Oh, what?
So, yeah. So for the gun, you bring it to the end of the map and you can just fly on it.
That is insane. So you can fly. So there you go. 1330. It's probably a 1329 when you take into account the leave and the opening of the window. But man, that was a good run, DJ.
Thanks. It's timed. I self-timed it around a probably around a 11, 30, I think, 20, without loads.
Oh, without loads. So is that how the speedrun category goes? Is without loads?
Yeah. So usually you would use live split, but because my live split for some reason is broken and does not want to work with Boneworks, I just have to self-time it.
Gotcha. Okay, that makes sense. Well, dude, thank you so much for hopping on and doing the commentary with this. This has been really good. I really appreciate it. I'll be in contact afterwards as well. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Do you have any sort of Twitch, YouTube, anything you want to shout out here?
Yeah, if you guys want to go follow me on Twitch. It's just my username DJDogg3033, and same on YouTube.
Awesome. All right, I'll pop that into the chat here. I hope that sends. I don't know if that from OBS YouTube's weird. I'm telling you, it's weird. But
That's
all
good,
right,
that's
I'm gonna end stream, guys. I'm gonna end stream real quick. My OBS is being a little bit weird. And then I'm gonna be back on with it's not super hot with Half-Life Alex coming up next. So thank y'all. Peace. Thanks for watching the video. I really appreciate your time and viewership. If you would like to join the community, I host monthly VR tournaments and community nights in my Discord. I would love for you to stop by, say hi, and get involved. On top of that, we are always talking about new news and events in social and casual sport VR. I look forward to seeing you around.